Hey everybody, it's Jake, Panther Creek Produce, also River. He's wanting to start some trays, or a tray, for his own little personal garden. So we got a 72 count propagation tray. We've got our seed starting mix, and we've also got our seed. He's going to do some Calypso cucumber, some Jambalaya okra, some Burpless Supreme cucumbers, some Pascola hybrid zucchini seed, and then also some Gentry. So what we'll do is we'll divide up the sales with the number of seeds, and we'll probably start that many of each one. I know we're going to start at least 12 of the okra, so then that's going to leave the rest of them up for discussion. So the first thing that we like to do with ours is we're going to take our seed starting mix and we're just going to put it on the tray. Alright, so your tray is going to look full like this here, and basically we just go through and we smooth it out. Smooth it out like that there, and so that way you got a smooth even thing. I don't know if it'll be on camera or not, but I've got a water hose right here. We like to wet it down a little bit, give it some moisture. The dirt's oftentimes kind of dry, so I'm gonna do that real quick. They do it where it's like a shower. A little, yeah, that works. Alright, that's good. Oh. Alright. So you guys got to see all of that. So now we're going to set it right here, and River's going to go through and he's going to make a dibble in each one of them. Not too deep, just maybe about a quarter inch. He's going to start all of them like that. Put a little in there. It'll be fine. Alright, so right now River's putting a dibble in each one of the cells that we're going to put our seed in. We'll be right back in just a second. I gotta go get a pen so that way I can mark our popsicle sticks that's going to mark our seeds.
Now, boy.
Alright, so we're back. What we're going to do now is mark them. River is going to pick which seed he wants to go where.
I'm doing cucumber.
Cucumber first?
Actually, okra first.
Okra?
Because that's the one we're going to do most of. Wait, what's this?
That's Calypso cucumber.
We're going to do squash first.
Squash first?
Squash.
Alright.
I say that.
Alright, so we're going to do 1, 2, we'll do 2. We'll do 2 things of the Gentry squash, which is a yellow squash.
2 rows?
Yeah, 2 rows.
Yes. And just 1 seed?
1 seed per
Hole?
hole. Here.
I remember us planting these last.
Yeah, we did do that. One thing about the Gentry hybrid squash seed, it's a yellow squash variety, semi-crook from what I've read. They're supposed to be very yield heavy, I guess you would
I
say.
did it.
So he's got 2 rows of them, so that'd be 12 plants if we get 100% germination. Alright. And so what I'm gonna do now is right on the popsicle stick what we've got.
Gentry squash. Dad, you do not know how to write a G. That looks like a C.
Alright, so those are marked. What do you want to do now?
Now we're gonna do zucchini.
Alright.
We're gonna do squash and zucchini.
We're doing Pascola hybrid zucchini squash. All of our seeds this year are hybrids.
Just 2 rows.
Yes, and we're going to do two rows of those as well. So if we get 100% germination, we'll have 12 of those plants for his little garden.
You got to keep the fans entertained, Daddy.
I will keep them entertained. This is your video.
It's both of ours.
I guess it's both of ours then.
Yeah.
All right, so now
But
he's
this
got
is
the
my garden, not
yeah.
yours.
He's got 2 rows of these. The Pascola zucchini. All right, what do you want to plant now?
Fingers.
All right, which variety you want to do? Calypso or do you want to do Burpless? Calypso? That's more of a pickling cucumber, but I guess you could do it either way that you wanted. All right, there's a little bitty seed. Don't let them fall in the tray.
Oh my gosh. So just one in each thing, Dad?
Yeah, just 1 seed in each. And this is our 3rd year doing our farming, doing our market. So it's been a learning curve. We started out with 0 equipment. The first tractor that I bought was a 1964 International 424, which I still have. There's a few things that I want to do to get it fixed. Yeah, the red tractor.
That's my tractor.
And to get it fixed and back running like it did in 64. That's enough on those.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's fine. But this is our 3rd year, and we've been working on building it from the ground up. And again, this is our 3rd year into it, and I've managed to acquire most all of the equipment that I need to maintain.
I want to ride it.
And maintain our garden and hopefully make it grow even more. I currently have got right at 13 acres. I don't utilize all 13 because there's only one of me, plus my wife and my mother and my dad. They help out with it what they can, and my kids. But in total we've got 13 acres. We're probably producing on, I would say, 9 of the 13. We're growing a variety of well, any vegetable really. I've got lettuce and
I need a different one. I keep messing up.
Here you go.
You do it.
Oh, I need both. But like right now I've got lettuce that's in the ground. I've got my onions, potatoes. I've already got tomatoes planted, squash, cucumbers. I've got watermelon started in trays. I'm also trying this year to get an early yield on okra. So I've got okra started in trays, which I like to plant my okra 18 to 24 inches apart, where I don't have to go back and weed through it or do the spacing and have to kill the plants. I'd rather start them and then hand plant them. That way I can get more of an exact 18 to 24 inches, and I don't have to plant extra seed and then go back and it'll be okay.
Okay. That's not okay. Whoa, fell.
Alright, let's just do one row of the Burpless Supreme, since you did 3 rows of those.
I thought I was supposed to do 2.
You're going to do 1 row of the Burpless since you did 3 rows of the pickle.
Yeah, because I like to pickle cucumbers a lot more.
Yeah.
But these are tiny. So just 1 each or 2?
Just 1. Hopefully we'll be able to make it big one day in our farm, which we've already made it big. The Lord's blessed us, and we're enjoying being able to grow and provide what produce that we are able to do. So getting any bigger or growing any more is just going to be a blessing. That's all there is to that.
Now we got to do okra.
So now we're going to do jambalaya okra. This year is our first year planting this. We normally do the Clemson spineless. It's what we've done the last 2 years. But in the market side of things, I've had such a big request on okra that I went with jambalaya because it's supposed to produce so many pods. I think I've read anywhere between 3 to 6 pods per plant. And you look at doing that every other day, because if you've ever planted just like the Clemson spineless, it's pretty prolific and you get quite a bit on a day-to-day basis.
4 rows of these?
Yes,
Why do they look like that?
because that's the okra seed.
I'm about to drop them.
Just don't drop all of them.
So just 1 in each?
1 in each. And let me write that on there.
There's little baby seeds supposed to make that much spread.
Yeah. And one thing about the jambalaya, on stuff that I've read, that it'll start producing okra pods at a foot tall. So like this tray will go in the greenhouse. The maturity date on it is 50 days, and today is the 30th, I believe, of March. Yes, so 50 days from today. See, April, May, the last week of May, we should be starting to cut okra off of this here. After we do this video, we'll do another one and just kind of go show you some of the stuff that we've got planted. And also, I got to start, a buddy of mine, Robbie, that lives up the road, wants some squash plants and some okra to be able to put up in the freezer. So we're going to do him. We got some of these 6-pack propagation trays. We're going to start him 6 squash plants, and then we're going to do 12 okra plants, and that probably will be more than enough for him for the season. Yes, and I need to take this out of here, take them seeds out, and then we're going to set our tray inside of our swimming pool. And then this was a strawberry basket that my parents, whenever they took my kids to one of the U-Pick places, I took this, I put in some hardware cloth on the bottom, and then we just fill it up with dirt, and then just give it a shake. like that there. Nothing too heavy. Yeah, we can smooth it, and then just lightly smooth it off. That way it doesn't
pull out any seed.
Yeah, that's right. That way it doesn't pull out any seed. And then once it's finished, we'll go put it in the greenhouse, which it's finished now. We'll go put it in the greenhouse, and then we'll water it in a little bit. So we'll go up there. I don't have a huge greenhouse. Mine's only like a 6x10 poly greenhouse. But in regards to it, I think I can put upward of 16 or either 18 trays, 10 by 20 trays in it. And also for this year, just like last year, I've started all my seeds, minus my tomato seeds. My local school, the Ag Academy, they started my tomato seeds for me this year. They've got a good ag program. They started those for me, and aside from that, that's the only thing that I did not start myself. So we'll see you up at the greenhouse. All right, everybody, so we're up here at my little greenhouse. I say it's a 6x10 or either 6x12. Once my trays, or excuse me, my seeds come up and they get established, I feel as if our last frost date has passed. Even though we've got a late Easter this year, I've been monitoring the weather, and I set up these cow panels on top of these mineral lick tubs, and I bring my plants out and let these set. Now, if there was a risk of frost or 40-degree weather, I would pack them all back in, but I'll leave them out here. This is some bell pepper and some banana pepper that I have had started. These were some of the tomatoes that I had left that the school started for me. I've got to get a little bit of fertilizer on them. These were started here. This is some my dad started. I don't even know the variety of these. I started these, and then I've got some broccoli and cauliflower right there that we're going to see about getting it in the ground. And then we'll come over here, same thing. I say the risk of frost, I believe, is past. So unless we've got real low temps, all this stuff sets out so it doesn't get too hot in my little greenhouse, because it doesn't have any fans or anything like that. It's basically used to get my seed up, get them kind of going, and then get them moved out. This is 2 trays of okra that I was talking about a while ago that we're going to transplant. I've got 4 more trays in the greenhouse that are starting. And then these are some watermelon trays that I got right here. They're all Crimson Sweet. I'm gonna look to transplant them hopefully Monday or Tuesday, if the weather permits, good Lord willing. This is some basil that my dad had started. He's getting into starting some of the spice type stuff. You see it's got a little bit of sun scald, I believe is what that is on the leaf tips of those, but really pretty. All right, so then we'll go into my little greenhouse here. That heater right there come in handy during the cold nights where it had got down into the 30s. I plugged it up. I run it on high, but the thermostat I kept kind of on medium. I just didn't want it to frost in here. And when I built this greenhouse, I can show you right here, I went through and I siliconed around the whole thing, so it's really airtight. I haven't had any issues. I even grow weeds on the ground, even though I put mulch in it to kind of combat anything coming up. So I do good at growing weeds as well. I can show you that in my other stuff. Here's some seeds that I started here, some pepper seed. This my mind went blank. Cayenne pepper seeds that I started. I think it's some Fairy Morse or some seed that I bought from Lowe's. We went ahead and got Robbie's squash and okra tray started, and then Nash River's tray. there. We're gonna get it watered in just a minute. That's some deal that my dad started. Like I say, that's his thing that he's gotten to do right now that he likes doing. And then I know that is some cantaloupe seed that we started, and I know one of those two markings right there is eggplant, but I can't remember which one without looking. And then I've got 4 trays of Halcinator tomatoes. And then, I'm sorry, I said 4 trays of Okra earlier. 3. I've got 3 more trays of Okra that I started. But anyways, I'm gonna get this watered in. See my little greenhouse. We're gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna do a little bit of more videoing on some other stuff in a little while. Thank y'all for watching. God bless you. Jesus loves you. See you on the next one.